All right, we're back. Except I lost everybody because the freaking internet pooped out. Meow. All right, we're back. Sorry, folks. I don't know what the heck happened there. But, yeah, the gang's all here. Hey, nature man. Also, big thanks to me by the air purifier. Oh, look at that. We lost all our audience because YouTube decided to go poopy. But yeah, Skylar, Elijah, we got the gang. The gang's all here. We got Fred. We got Ben. We got Little Man. We got a poo poo in the litter box. We don't. Baby blue. Let's see who else is in town. Knocked over my freaking. Banny. Hey, sun girl. Hey, Mishy Boop. Mr. Ben. Yeah. Meow. Ah. Meow. Did I make this I hope I made this public. All right. Ben is trying to signal his home planet for sure. Yep. What's up, Randy Rich? Survey says as to be expected. Oh, I'm so pissed. Okay. I'm not gonna let it ruin my night, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset that the freaking stream pooped out when I went inside my house. We were doing so well. We had a nice big audience, and now we lost everybody and everyone. And I'm sure everyone else is like, what have you, was like, where did he go? He was right here, and then he was coming out. Whatever. Technology is stupid, y'all. All right, we got 6 people. People are filing in. Everybody say hi in the chat, especially if you're coming from the old stream, because sometimes I do stupid things or just make mistakes. Oh yeah, no, Randy, I'm just being I'm being a drama queen. Let's go. We gotta go check in on Louisa though. Technologia is right, Elijah. All right. Baby blue. Ooh, little man. All right, is Louisa in here? Yep, there she is. All right, we gotta feed Louisa and then we'll pick some locks. Aw. I'm not gonna lie, I do have much concern that she's not doing so great, but We love her. All right. All right. You're going to have to hang out with me in the bathroom for a second. Oh, what's up? Welcome back, Blairo. This is Louisa. We're in my apartment now. So, by the way, sorry about the stream. It pooped out. I don't know what the heck happened there, but yeah, this is Louisa. That's Ben. That's Aussie. He's going to his forever home soon. Hey, little man. And there's Baby Blue. He used to live at the colony where I was feeding earlier today, and now he lives with me, and he's so much better for it. And then we got Ben, who was my first street rescue, actually. Ben was 1. What's up, Bear? Yeah, no. No plopping. Yeah, so Bear, we were at the, Hey, little man. No, you need to get out, though. Bonk. Bonk. Like, he wanted to nose boop the chat. So, that's right, guys. All 7 of you got free nose boops from the little man Aussie. Just there. Take that nose bloop as a blessing. Your day the rest of your day or night or whatever will be very good because it's been blessed by Aussie. All right, let me take my jacket off and wash my hands really quickly. Hold on. Hey. See, you are trying to eat the IV bag. No fats today, unfortunately, Bear. No, nothing new to report at the colony. I'm hoping they start matriculating their way back. But in the meantime, we're just trying to just stay positive about it. I think, I called fats, but so we'll see. Sorry about the hand washing noises, but cleanliness is important. What's up, Rona? Yeah. Like Elijah said, we did get plenty of Gino today, and we got who else? We got Denise the Menace. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm triggering your misophonia. Triggered! All right. Louisa is nomming on the renal diet. Okay, Leash. All right, girl. So yeah. Louisa used to live underneath a BMW in a body shop. Like, and now she's got some kidney issues, so we're gonna have to take care of her. All right, good night, Rona. Yeah, for those of you who have given sub-Q fluids to cats or animals before, she is remarkably well behaved for this. It's incredible. Okay, Leash. Great job. Here. And yes, I don't think it has to be said, but I'll say it anyways. The needles, single use. They do not get reused. And they are sterile. Yeah. Now, the whole bag's got to get hidden, because if I don't, the little man will use it as a toy, and that's a problem. All right. Be free, Louisa. Here. Yeah. I heard. Gotta what? You gotta. We're sending him to Ohio. I also think, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of think it's hilarious that Ohio has become like the Zoomer like hellscape. I'm not sure how that ended up, or frankly how it overtook Florida, which is the real hellscape. But like, yeah. All right, let's go freaking pick some locks and chill out with cats. Okay, bye, baby Bluey. Weesh, the renal food is that one, not that one. Yeah. No lies detected, Bear. None whatsoever. Hey, little man. Hey, Boop. Little crazy cat. Crazy cat. Crazy little man. All right. I mean, I think so, Blairo. I'm more interested in the linguistics of it because I am a millennial. To me, the worst place in the world is Florida, not Ohio. There's also the very viral Instagram account Merv the Cat, where it's like not Ohio, Bagagua. Don't summon Bagagua. No, we're not medicoing tonight. I don't feel like putting in effort. But yeah, I'm not sure what the situation is with Zoomers and beep beep blue. Boink. But yeah, I just think it's kind of funny because I've been to Ohio before, and I mean, look, I don't know, it was a long time ago. Thank you, Anon Troll. Yeah, Elijah, we can't all have. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm trying to think about how many territories Australia has right now off the top of my head. Okay, Victoria, New South Wales, Tasmania. That's 3. ACT is 4. What's up, Rocky the girl? Also, I have to say, Rocco's just a rock. 6 states and 10 territories. I'll say one thing about Australia. I'll say one thing for Australia right now. There's this on Instagram. There's this, or at least in my Instagram, because you know how crazy tailored to everybody your algorithm is. But on my algorithm, there's this picture of this very frustrated motorist in Australia, driving on the cycle lane because there's 2 cyclists side by side in the actual car lane, and he lowers his window and he just goes, "What's the point of us paying for this if you ain't gonna fucking use it, you dickheads?" And that man speaks for all of us. Well, which part is true? Because, I mean, it's all true, but, like, which part is the true part? The fact that cyclists are dickheads, or the fact that that if you build a cycle lane, the cyclists will still put their stupid asses... I'm saying this like I haven't been a cyclist at some point in my life. But, yeah, the cyclists will still put their asses in the street because we're cyclists. Thank you, Anon. Thank you, Rocky. Yeah, Elijah's like, ¿Por qué no los dos? Why can't it all be from Satan? Yeah, I do love that Australian directness, and I also oh well, I mean, I could be your news source. Did you know? Did you know? Okay, now you've got me really now the geography nerds. What are the four territories that are not permanently inhabited? This is starting to look like the islands of Hawaii, where it's like there's like a bunch of islands, but there's only really four islands in reality. And yeah, Blairo, you speak the absolute truth. Especially, we got the BMX bandits going around frickin' LA with their little like moped situation, and it's just so obnoxious. Sometimes they take over entire freeways, and it's like you guys suck. Also, somebody needs to drive an 18-wheeler into you. Like not in real life. No worries at all, Rocky. Yes, I am indeed picking locks. This is the lock picking, cat rescuing, urban exploring, you never know what you're gonna find bullshit channel on YouTube. But come on, Elijah, you gotta tell me the non-inhabited ones. I'm so curious. Don't hold out, dude. Oh, that's cheating. That doesn't count. No, it counts. That's like the British in like the South Sandwich Islands or some shit like that, where it's like nobody actually lives there. Rocco's just a rock. Well, I don't think there's wallabies and dingoes in the Antarctic territories, mate. This one doesn't have a shackle pop because the shackle's not sprung. All right, we need one that makes noise. You know, y'all, longtime viewers know when I need a shackle, when I need a lock that makes good noise, reach into that bag of Stanley. Of all the manufacturers that used to make locks, yeah, I know. You know what else is disappointing is Bangkok. I thought I'd get way more action. You know, especially after Ludacris said, yo, I'm gonna ask one question. Do you support the Reigns Furries LGBTQ? I'm not exactly sure what they're in, but yes, 112%. This channel is LGBTQ IAP plus friendly. You know, we love our LGBTQ friends. We're big allies to the trans community right now. And as far as furries and any other stuff like that, as long as it's legal and consensual, God bless you. Just don't mess with kids and don't do stuff and realize that no means no. And yeah, don't mess with kids. Don't mess with animals. If they can consent and give consent, you're cool in my book. Yeah, cause the guy behind the camera is also a bit of an asexual. So yeah, there's asexuals left, right, and center. Hi, asexual gang. What up? What is a Therian, by the way? Am I too old? It Yiffy? Oh, okay. It's kind of like furries. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, did you know that because of the stupid social justice warrior liberals, yeah. So hold on. I started making a joke and then I got distracted. So I just started like I was about to be really hater. All right, hold on, wait 1 second. You might have explained it, and I only have top messages, and that's why it's fucking me up. Okay, Theorians are people who have a spiritual connection with the animal. Most people. Okay, gotcha. I didn't see that. I didn't see that one because I didn't have all messages. I only had top messages selected, and for some reason. Yeah. My general thing is it might not be for me. I'm not a furry, but if if it makes you whatever makes you happy, who am I to sit in judgment? Like I said, as long as you're with a bunch of people who can give consent and do consent, have a great time. Thank you, Anon. Baby Blue is scaling the shit out of that tree. I'm a cat in cat form. Hey, stop focusing on the turning tool and focus on Aussie and Baby Blue. All right, fine, whatever. I think Bear is implying that he just has back hair or something like that. Oh, thank you. Which one? Yes, best shackle pop in my collection. Let's do it again, just for audio processing pleasure. I'm not gonna pick it again, but all right. Ready? Are we ready for this audio deliciousness? Ah! Yeah, these Stanley padlocks, unfortunately, they don't make them anymore, but they have the best shackle pop sounds. I think I've actually explained my theory on it is that anything with a screw or some sort of post that stops the because basically these screws on these padlocks is what is the shackle retainer. So if you remove this, yeah, if you remove this and turn the key, the shackle will just launch itself into the horizon. ACT, JBT, NT, Norfolk Island, Christmas Island. JBT. Okay, I know ACT is Capital Territories, and I know NT is Northwest Territories. JBT, I'm drawing a blank, and I'm a little bit upset about. I feel like you're going to tell me, and I'm going to be like, shit, I knew that. But yeah, my theory with these Stanley locks is that because the screw is hardened, when the hardened shackle impacts the hardened screw, they resonate like crazy. Jervis Bay territory. Oh man, if this was smell-o-vision, you'd hate this. You'd be like, get me out of here. It smells like kitty. And poop. Well, there's, isn't it, Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands bear, if I'm not mistaken? Well, Elijah, I'm not going to get all edgelordy and say, well, they're Argentinian islands. Actually, oh, more Stanley excellence. Yeah. Ugh, I can't tell you how many times I've pulled a push door and pushed a pull door, and I don't know why, but that just makes you look just super lame for some reason. Like, I feel like if you pull too many push doors, eventually you're going to give somebody the ick. They're just going to be like, this person... Okay, now I'm just plagiarizing jokes from Josh Johnson. I'm not original. Did I ever mention I hate picking American locks, but I need to just do more of them so I don't lose my skill picking them, because otherwise I suck at American locks? Anyway. Also, Ben is chilling with me. Benny. Hey, Stacy. Ben says hi to you, too. And here comes incoming little man. Little man. Hey, little man. Hey, little man. Come on, little man. There you go, little man. Aussie is... Yeah, this is probably going to be the last live stream with Aussie ever, because he's going to his forever home soon. Ah, that's my face. And then, of course, Emily's over there just chilling. Straight chilling, Emily. I don't know if there's any other cats in this room right now. I don't think so. How many locks do I have? A lot. A lot. I've been picking locks for about 4 years now, I'd say. And yeah, I have quite the collection at this point. But you know what's crazy? My collection's not even that, like, my collection's really good in some regards, but, like, I've seen people with collections that put mine to absolute shame. But, you know, like I always say, if not for lockpicking and cats, I would never have been able to quit smoking. I suck at American locks, but I apparently don't suck that bad because I'm still a good picker. Okay, be modest, David. Don't let your ego get the... I don't know. Swollen vulva, you should probably get that checked out, my friend. Well, Bear, there's a solution to that one. If it's Atlanta, just get a bunch of people in their Charger Hellcats to just freaking do donuts near your house, and they'll heat the... Then the block will be hot. Literally. Also, an Angelino ripping an Atlantean for street takeovers is like the glassiest of glass houses. Like, that ain't even Pyrex. That's like... I mean, I'm a gearhead. I love a loud car, but, like, what? I just don't see the point of street takeovers. It's just dumb. Like, put it to you this way. I think, you know, I think cars are like a lot of things where there's, you know, numerous different gateways to geekery, if you will. Like, there's tons of car cultures out there. There's, you know, sports cars, there's off-roading, there's, you know, Japanese cars, American cars, German cars, you know, station wagons, SUV, you name it, there's a fan club for it. And you know, I used to think like, oh, there's no bad car fan clubs. Like, there's a seat at the table for every car fan club. And honestly, now at this point in my life, no, that's not true. The lifted truck bros have got to go. The lifted truck bros and the street takeover bros have got to go. They somebody call ICE on them. Oh, what the... Oh, the street takeover people? Yeah. Yeah, that honestly, that one I might hate more than anything. Like here's the thing. If you've got if you've got yeah, if you've got like a big engine and you tuned it and it just makes noise like that, that's kind of cool. Like I mentioned, I'm a gearhead. I'm a car nerd. Um sorry we sorry, Rocky. I try to keep it as all ages friendly as possible, but like I'm in my 30s, and there's gonna be, especially when the stream gets longer, I do curse sometimes, and I do tell risque humor every now and then. But but like I said, I try to keep it as all ages appropriate as possible. No, but like but I was gonna say, Bear, is that like those BMW, like especially with the BMWs where they just go pop, 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 where you take your foot off the gas. It's like, why? That like literally some software engineer had to like decide like we're gonna squirt extra fuel into the exhaust and ignite it for no particular reason, just to make little explodey sounds that scare the shit out of pedestrians and animals. Well, if you're 6'7", I'm 6'9". Nice. Jesus. Oh, is that like... Okay, Anon, thanks for stopping by. I might not be back later, but I'll be back at some point this week. I guarantee you that. Yeah, I mean, I kind of set myself up for it though, Elijah, because I have 6'7" in my like username. Although as I like to point out, the 6'7" in my username predates the 6'7" trend by like a solid decade and a half. As I will remind anybody who's willing to listen, the 6'7" in my username is not a reference to the modern day shibboleth. It's a reference to a film camera that I own. Because the Pentax 67 is the greatest. Anon, it's adios. You gotta say it like that. Adios. Adios. Yeah, I know, right, Bear? I'm such a fucking... Look at this fucking hipster. I was 6'7" before it was cool. From my loft in Williamsburg. Nah, fool, I'm a fool. I'm not cool, I'm a fool. It should be YOU apostrophe RE, just saying. Nah, Bear, I was remixing for all the Captured Tracks bands, like freaking Beach Fossils, Wild Nothing, Crystal Castles. Oh, if you want me to, then no problem. There should be an apostrophe between the I and the M. And also, why is this lock being an asshole to me? Because I'm not paying attention. Why you don't like me? Yeah, I'm in the same super deep false set as I was earlier. Why won't this pick? There we go. Ah! I may or may not have sent the tensioner flying, but the lock is open. How about just because another American lock? And then we're probably gonna. We might call the stream soonish because I'm getting a little bit case of the Z's. Oh, wrong pick. I realized that with American locks, the gentle reach is like your best friend. So, Blairo, it really depends. It depends on numerous factors. If you've studied and practiced some of these locks, a lot of good pickers can pick them very, very quickly in well under a minute. For me, especially because a lot of these American locks, I don't pick them regularly, and like if you haven't picked it in a while and you've forgotten the order at which you're supposed to set the pins or whatnot, it can take a little bit longer. But like, it's a tactile skill. You're basically feeling for whichever one of the pins in the lock is binding or is giving you pushback, and you're trying to lift that until you get it set. And this is an American lock 5200. This is not a bad lock. This is a lock I would use in my own personal life. Like, it's not the greatest lock that it's ever been made. In fact, it's not even the greatest lock in my collection. It's not even the greatest American lock in my collection, come to think about it. But it's Oh, I overset something there. It's certainly more than competent enough to, like, secure your storage unit or something like that. Yeah, I mean, the Slock 19 is certainly that's one heck of a lock. When you think you're the coolest guy in the room, and then he turns up with a Slock 19. So, Blaireau, it depends on the lock. Every lock, and I'm not talking about like type of lock, I mean every individual lock, because when you pick a lock, you're basically exploiting little tiny, because like you're basically exploiting little tiny differences in manufacturing tolerances that prevent the lock from working perfectly. So keep in mind, when you pick a lock, you're applying a turning force with your turning tool, and you're lifting your pins with your pick. So when you apply this turning tool, you're turning the inner core against, here, let me put this down for a second. All right, this is a padlock core that I made earlier. Now, when you insert the correct key, it turns. When you insert the turning tool, it twists the pins, which are these things right here. Those are the pins. Those are the key pins specifically. It twists them against the wall of the lock. And in your mind, when you turn the core like that, every single one of the pins, be it, in this case, 5, are going to all push up against the wall of the lock at the exact same time. But that's not how it works in the real world. In the real world, there's always going to be one pin that binds first. It might be the first one, it might be the last one, it might be one of the ones in the middle, but there's always one that's going to bind first, and that's your binding pin. You push that one up, the pin will set, and the core will advance ever so slightly, and then the next one will bind, etc., 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 until you've lifted. And no, I didn't make this. This is just a generic, this is a padlock cylinder for a padlock a lot like this one, but it's just an extra one I have. It's for a pack lock or a federal lock. I'm using Covert Instruments Apex line right now. You can get them at covertinstruments.com. They're very good tools. They're not the only game in town for sure, but they're very good. Yeah, and I'll be the first one to admit that I kind of suck at picking American locks. I don't know what it is about them. I'm just not all that good at them. And this particular 5200 happens to be a bit from Satan. This is Satan's 5200. Yeah, you know what I need, Elijah? Is, which key looking picks, Tanner? I need more American locks with the shrouded shackle, like the 5300 or the 5360 or the 747, 748 line. Those are so sexy. Oh, I think I know what you mean. Do you mean, oh, Tanner, do you mean the Lishi picks? Because if so, yes, I have. Not really my thing, but yeah. Okay, yeah. I have an American lock Lishi here. Somewhere. Do they work? Absolutely. Is it my thing? Not really. It's like, I finally got my false set. Now, which pin is that spool? Where is that spool? So, Tanner, the thing with the Lishis is that they're what's called keyway specific. Boom, open. They're what's called keyway specific. Let me see if I can find my Lishi. It might be with my old Sparrows picks. Yep, there we go. Boom. So Lishis are keyway specific. So this is the AM5 Lishi, and it works beautiful. Oops, oops. Who the hell screamed? Did somebody just literally go, why are you running outside my door? Hold on one second. Sorry, folks. Hollywood shit is going on. Why are you running? Hey, why are you gay? I don't know. Crazy shit's going on. All right. So, yeah. So, like, this is the American lock Lishi, and it works beautifully on this American lock. And because the American lock keyway is not exclusive to American lock brands, for example, it works beautifully well on this Brinks. And because Master Lock owns American Lock, it also happens to work on this master lock because the American lock keyway is an option for some master locks if you want it though. However, what's up, P-dubs? However, the Lishi is not universal, so that's an well, these are all American locks. I've been really focusing on American lock of late, so like I've got a shit ton of American lock out here. But all right. Here's an Abus. It's not going to happen. It's not going in. Like if the keyway... All right, what's up, silly goober? Meet more. Welcome back. Yeah, if the key... So yeah, the thing with Lishis is that they're keyway specific. And if you have the Lishi for the keyway that that you're trying to pick, they are great. And Tanner, they do make a Lishi 4 master lock for like the shitty 4-pin master lock, but it's like there, in my opinion, there's no point to having a Lishi for a master lock because if they're just like, I could understand having a Lishi for like the Master Pro series because those are not bad actually. Like lockpickers love to give shit to Master Lock, but the Pro series line of locks, is it world beating? No, but is it more than competent enough that I would trust it to lock up my stuff? Yes, as a matter of fact, I've got a Master Pro series on my storage unit, but you know, and so I could understand a Lishi for that. This 4 pins, no security pins, come the frick on, dude. I don't. You no way am I using a Lishi on this one. Like I've pointed out many times, you barely need to use a pick. You can just use like a piece of like every time I try to flex on this lock, it's like, no, fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, what P-Dub said is actually true. If you want to decode it, then the Lishi makes sense. But personally, the master locks are so sloppy that, you know what's crazy? Yeah. Master locks are so sloppy that, like, if I were trying to decode with a Lishi, I would first pick it, just pick it, and then I would put the Lishi in once it was open to decode it. Because, yeah. Because, like, that's the thing. Lishis are really great at opening the keyway that they work to, but if you get good at this, you can open any lock. Like, it might be a little difficult, but with one hook and one turning tool, you can open, I'd say, well over 90% of the locks in the world. It's going to take practice to get to that point, but it's absolutely doable. Now, you know, once you get deeper into the world of locks, there's definitely types of locks that are not going to work with hooks and turning tools. Unless you're just talented beyond beliefs. I know somebody who picked a disc. I know of for example, a lock like this. This is called a disc detainer lock, and instead of having pins that go up and down, it has a key that looks kind of like that. And I actually have a cutaway disc detainer. Yes, I do. And in a disc detainer, when the key goes in, you have these discs that correspond to the, Bylock Galaxy, it would be an example. Or a disc detainer can be picked with hooks and turning tools. I know Reindeer picked the Protect 2 with hooks and flags, but it takes exceptional skill to pick one of these with hooks. But yeah, basically the way a disc detainer work is when you turn the key, the angles of the cut correspond to these notches, and when the notches are correctly lined up, this metal bar, which is called the sidebar, can fall in, and then the lock opens. And this would be very difficult. It's not, like I said, it's not impossible. Very few things in this world are impossible. But it would be extremely difficult to pick a disc detainer lock without disc detainer specific tools. Lever locks are another thing that would be pretty tricky. Without the correct, could do with hooks. But here's the thing: if you live in Los Angeles, not just Los Angeles, if you live in the United States, the chances that you're going to see these cool, funky locks like disc detainers and lever locks and whatnot, very limited because 95.555, etc., probably more than 95. Oh, I'd say over 95% of the locks you see in the United States are just garden variety, pin tumbler locks like the ones I've been picking. Like there's definitely exceptions out there, but in general, the American consumer doesn't really buy good locks or ones with interesting mechanisms. Hey, little man. Little man. Boop. Little man got his little plastic bag and he's having a good old time on it. Not pictured is just off screen is baby blue. Oh. Baby Blue and Aussie. Oh yeah, P-dubs, I forgot to mention, this might be the last time you see Aussie in my apartment because sometime later this week, possibly tomorrow, Aussie's going to his foster to adopt, and assuming that goes well, which I hope it does, he will be in his forever home and he will no longer be in my apartment, and I will miss him, but I'll be so happy. Ah, fuck. Turn up your radio. Yeah. Now I just got to get the other foster cats out of my apartment so I can start taking the other ones. I will say one thing. I love the dynamic Baby Blue and Aussie have together. They're best buds right now. They love to roughhouse. But oh well. Baby Blue's just gonna have to become better friends with Fred and Ben. Yeah, but I'm keeping Baby Blue, P-dubs. I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to throw this frickin' 5100 across the thing and be like, I don't like American locks, I wanna pick an Abus. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck your American lock, I'm picking an Abus. I prefer picking Abus 72s to Americans anyways. Like I vastly like of the lotto triplets of the green belt, the American 1100, the 7240, and the Master Lock 410 lotto. It's not even close. This is by far my favorite of those three. I like. I think one of the reasons though is that because I tend to favor, yeah, I tend to favor gorilla tension over feather tension, and the American really will punish you if you over tension the lock, like because it'll bind up and the feedback will get all wonky. Oh, let's see, Elijah. Do I have any American locks? I don't know. I like my collection of American locks. I've got an 1100. I mean, I was gonna say I've got an 1100. I'm trying to get rid of, but do you really want some random red 1100? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I like my collection of American locks, Elijah, but it's not like you know me. I when it comes to collections, the only thing that I have that's truly next level is my Master Lock collection is I would argue is world beating. Like I'd argue I have one of the best collections of rare Master Locks in the entire world, certainly in the United States. Although I'm still looking for that frickin' brass 24. And also, I bought a new lock this week. I bought it because somebody, I don't know why, but out of nowhere, Chisa or Chisa, I can never remember how to pronounce it, but their rekeyable padlocks are like popping up left and right now on eBay, and so I bought a Chisa or Chisa PT45. It looks like a 51, or it looks like a 5200, except it's got a Yale keyway, and that could be fun. Ah. All right. That being said, I think we're gonna pick this this second 72, and then we're probably gonna call it because I'm starting to get kind of yawn city. So we'll have the kitty cat. Sorry, we'll have the kitty cat say goodbye. I'll say goodbye, and then I'll collapse into a puddle. But yeah, as far as American locks. There was this one listing when I was really broke a couple months back. Some dude was listing like yeah, I got too many freaking Abuses in my collection. I basically told myself, hey, slow down on the Abus. Unless it's like something super rare, just chill with Abus. Really? Where? Can I drink it? Hell yeah, YD Ozark. Get into lockpicking. It's a great hobby. Help me quit smoking. That they do. I mean, Elijah, I don't know. Why would... I've never heard of Abus making good locks. To be honest with you, dude, it's like just stacking up my Abus A-buy. Not a fan. I'm trying to see if there's any more A-buy. Abuses. A-buy E-E. I got an Abus for sale. That's over here. Here. This guy I'm trying to get rid of. With the 888 keyway. Or the mini Abus keyway. Brass on brass. Very nice. Benny. Also very nice. You know what, Elijah? I haven't got the first damn clue. It's this Abus. All I can tell you is it's a lotto lock, obviously. It's got 6 pins, standard 7240 pinning, where the first pin is standard, and then the 5 behind it are spools. See, yeah, mini 888 keyway, brass on brass. It doesn't have a model number on it anywhere, and it's, interestingly enough, it's key retaining because it's lotto. Oh, the... Yeah, so it doesn't... I don't have a model number for it. It's... Body-wise, it looks like it's, the T... Yeah, the what Pocket Woman go... It's a lot like the T84 series, I think it is. But those are 4 and 5 pin models, not 6. But, like, yeah, it doesn't have a model number. And I've got a couple of those. Like, I got a blue one in my car. That's an asshole of a lock. Oh, yeah, P-dubs. There's a, the actual model number is the 84. But I believe the like their numbering and lettering scheme, MB is just Abus speak for brass shackle. That's their. If you see MB on an Abus, that just means it's brass. But and I'm not sure what the T stands for, but I mean if it was TI, it would be titanium. But like I know, like the model number is 84. I'm not sure what the T stands for. It might be for covered. Like the vinyl stick. I have no idea. But yeah, MB. Yeah, MB just means brass shackle. So like, if you get a Abus 5540 MB, that's a 5540 with the brass shackle. Or if you get an Abus 8345 MB, that's the 8345 brass shackle. But yeah, I'm not sure what the T stands for. But yeah, the model number should be 84. It's the T84 MB. 30, 40, 50. I think the way it works with the 84 or the T84 series is that they have 4 pins unless you get the 60 millimeter, which has 5. Curiosity killed the P-dubs. Hey, Banny. Banny. Hey, hey, hey. That's me. What are you doing? Fred and John Holistic are becoming acquainted with one another. Can I just say that this freaking challenge lock from John Holistic is kicking my ass, and I might have to just send it on because I'm about ready to throw in the towel. David Weens. You know what's really funny, P-dubs, is that I don't think it's available in the United States, and I have no idea if it's available in Aussie land. But in Europe, you can get the 84 without the T, and it's the same lock, but they take off that the little the condom that's wrapping around the brass. But like I've seen like 8450, and it's just like a brass lock. It's boring as shit. Hey, yawn. All right. I'm starting to yawn. I'm going to sleep soon. I haven't got the first damn clue, to be honest with you. That might be in the Abus. You might be able to find an it might be covered in that it's been covered with some sort of like vinyl thing. But usually they use WP for that one for weatherproof. But yeah, as far I think it has something to do with that vinyl, like the It's like I don't have anything right now with a vinyl wrapper around it. Let's pretend. Yeah, let's pretend this bumper was the whole thing. Yeah, I think T would imply that it has it's wearing a sweater, and without the T, there's no sweater. I think. I do not quote me on that one. You can absolutely quote me. MB does mean brass shackle. That is Avis notation. Absolutely. That is a fact. But yeah, yeah, exactly. The little the hoodie. Benny entered. Baby Blue also in picture. Yeah, I'd look it up on the Avis. You'd have to look. You might be able to find an explanation in the Avis. Their price booklet catalog, whatever they call it. Oh, this? I've had it for almost 10 years. It's dab time, and then we're going to good night, everybody. Can I also just say, side note, I'm happy that the second stream ended up working well so far, but I think somewhere along with technical difficulty, I believe P-dubs that the flame on this gets hot enough that you can do some like decent brazing with a couple of metals, like certainly copper, I think, or not copper. Like I've heard that you can use this as a brazing torch. I have not tested that theory myself, by the way. See, Elijah, I don't think the I think MB is, yeah, the MB is that's there. I don't think the M stands for marine necessarily because the MB specifically, those two letters together imply brass in the same way that Avis, when they say IB, that means stainless, which I think comes from the French Spanish inoxidizable term for stainless steel, if I'm not mistaken. You know, like I said, I try very hard that, like, if I know something to be a fact, I'll state it as fact. But if I think, then I'll be like, probably, maybe, I don't know, could be, I think so. It seems to me that James Dillon wants me to take a high temp glob. I'm not taking a high temp glob, but I'll take a medium temp. Nah. I've freaking motor mouthed my way out of a correctly heated thing. Maybe high temp glob is gonna happen. James Dillon, can I get a like and a subscribe for this high temp glob? Also, higher ape theory, something from Kung Fu Jen. I got nothing for you, but when the MCs came to live out the name and to perform, some had to snort cocaine to act insane before he rocked it on, therefore with a mental frame just to spark the flame. I was listening to Chisa earlier today, and Liquid Swords, still an all-time great rap album. In the hospital, my father was famous. He was the greatest samurai in all the land, and he was the Shogun's decapitator. Elijah coming off the top rope. I'm on a mission that people say is impossible, but when I swing my swords, they all choppable. I beat a body stropper, the heartbeat stopper. Can I just say, I'm not doing this justice. Please, when this stream is done, go listen to Liquid Swords by Chisa. It's one of the greatest rap albums of all time. Just so good. So good. This is the David, the lock-picking, weed-smoking, urban exploring, cat-rescuing, music recommending channel. I forgot to say cheers, but cheers. And see, I got a little kitty cat carb cap. Kitty cat lost one of his ears. All right, let me bring the little man in here and we'll wrap it up. Little man. Hey, little man. Hey, baby blue. Hey, little man. Yeah. This might be the last time you guys see Aussie in the house. Crazy but little dude's hopefully going to his forever home. Yeah, forever home. You're excited for forever home? Yeah, we're gonna miss you, dude. None of the other cats go on my back like this. I'll be a horse for you any day, little man. Yeah, little man's doing good, and I'm glad. I think he's going. Assuming things go well, look, nothing is set in stone yet, but assuming things go well, I think he's going to go to a really good house, and I think he should have a good life. And fortunately, his adopters do have another cat of their own, who's also young and definitely more age range compatible with Aussie than some of my guys who are not old, but certainly not kittens either. You know, and especially it's been kind of touch and go of late with Louisa because she's sick, and between Aussie being a bundle of energy and Louisa just wanting to just chill out and, you know, be as comfortable as possible. It's an interesting mix. So I'll miss him, but I'll be glad to see him go. But yeah. And I mean, you know, it's just part of the steps, right? We gotta continue. I gotta get rid of Sunny and Sully next, and after that, who knows? That on to the next one. Anywho, sorry, I'm having a brain fart moment. I'll give y'all one last music recommendation of shit that I've been listening to a lot lately, and stuff that I didn't fully appreciate. I mean, I appreciate it now, and I've been appreciating it for a few years now, but I didn't fully appreciate it when I was younger, and so I'll share this one with y'all. System of a Down's album Toxicity is a masterpiece of modern metal, and maybe at some point we'll have a live where we chit chat more about how great Toxicity is and how it's aging like fine wine. But no, one day we're gonna have to discuss what an excellent marvel of music Toxicity is. It's so good, and it's something. Yeah, when I was a kid, when I was a young kid, I liked System for their aggression, their musicianship, etc. It's okay, Bear. I'm gonna go to bed pretty soon. I'm having a quick ramble of something that I've been wanting to share with friends, so I'm sharing it with y'all. Oh, my thumb, I burnt it, so I'm futzing with it. But when you're a cook, you get oil burns on your hands all the time, so it's kind of sometimes they pop up. Ha 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 ha. Okay, Joe Chung. Yeah, me and my homie Huge Anus. Okay, I will say this. You did delete it, P Dubs, and that's fine by me. But he did follow through with the adopted thing. I think that's pretty good. It gets a little bit of respect from the people who come in there and just do the dick joke thing and then just dip right after that. Stuck with it. All props to you, Joe Chung. From one troll to another, respect. you fucking stayed in the pocket with it and be like, no man, this pocket's collapsing, but I'm fucking stayed in there. Great song also. Bear, great song. But yeah. All I gotta say is, in 2026, Toxicity is more prescient than ever before. What's up, Fish Tank Man? Like from the opening guitar riffs of dun 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 dun, dun and the whispers of they're trying to build a prison. It's more prescient and truer now than ever before. The songs of, it's songs about police brutality, about drug addiction, about the prison industrial complex. We're ahead of their time coming out just prior. Baby Blue! They were so ahead of their time coming out just prior to 9/11. But in 2026 is even more prescient. We got Baby Blue sitting next to me. Taniwa by Alien Weaponry. Good song. Gotta check that one out. Yeah. Yeah. Baby Blue. Baby Blue. K.GB92 wants to see the lamp for sure. It's got planes on it. It's got planes, and it's made of a plane. It's made of part of a plane. I've had it since I was a small kid. I'm also a huge Av geek. If y'all ever want to talk about plane shit, holler at me. We can do plane trivia until. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ben always has an opinion about something. Yeah. Yeah, Beanie. Oh, you want to say hi to the people? Ben says hi. Oh, yeah. I got Ben in just the right spot where he's got the mega scritch scratch. Yeah. He's in full goober mode. Benny. I love how the Ben gif is, or the Ben emoji is also him doing goober shit. It perfectly captures this child. Well, that's pretty cool, Larson Christopher. So yeah, so yeah. Unfortunately, the light is not plugged in, and I don't have a bulb in it right now because the shade itself is pretty messed up on the inside. The plastic liner is not doing so great. Yeah, yeah. There's the Aussie emoji in the Discord, but I need to make an Aussie emoji for YouTube too. Yeah. Good loaf. That's a very good loaf. So yeah, the base of the thing is a what is it? A cylinder head from, I believe it's a B-17 engine. So what was that? What was the B-17 powered by? Was that a Wright Cyclone of some sort? Yeah, and then on the lampshade, there's a bunch of World War One airplanes stuff. So like, yeah, Farman Goliath. Some of them are not exactly just Jenny in quotations. Yes, sir. What emojis do I have of on YouTube right now? It's really annoying that I don't have access to my own chat. It's like I can't chat with y'all. Okay. Okay, we got Fats and Big V, we got Ben, we got Baby Blue and Fred. All right, I'll work on adding. Who should I add? Should I do one of just Fats or just Big V, or is Big V a little bit of a touchy subject right now considering he's MIA? Like the thing is, a lot of the colony cats, I have a ton of video of them. I don't have a whole lot of good photos of some of them. Like I have almost no good photos of Charlie. Tatiana, I'll get a Tatiana one. Tatiana, I don't have a whole lot of good photos of Gino, but if I have one, I will definitely do one of Gino. Yeah. Next time I see Charlie, I'll take a bunch of stills of the dude, because I have no good pictures of Charlie other than the one I took of him when I TNR'd him. Also, still in maximum loaf mode. Let me see if I can do I'll see if I can do Marble Cat, too. But yeah, definitely Tatiana, Gino, Winston. I love how we're, yeah, I'll see what I can do on those ones. I also got to get a Louisa one, come to think about it. I got to get a Louisa one. I don't have one for Louisa. I have some really good photos of Neville. I'm not going to lie. That dude photogenic as hell. Yeah. Like, because those cats at the main colony, like Big V, Lil V, Winston, yeah. I have a photo from like 2022 of all three of the Tuxies. So it's Fats, Neville, and Winston, and it's it's interesting because Fats was totally feral at the time, so Fats looked totally scared, but you could tell Winston was chill as shit, and Neville was like, ah. I haven't, unfortunately, but like I mentioned on the earlier stream before I somehow managed to get cut off by my own internet or whatever the fuck happened, if there's any cat who I think will be okay, it's Charlie. He's gone missing for long periods of time before, and he just pops up again. I know a lot of people in the neighborhood take care of him. So if there's anybody who's okay that I'm like, I miss dude because I haven't seen him in since last year, but I'm pretty sure he's all right. It's Charlie. That dude is solid. That being said, still want to get him. Yes, yeah, he is so special, and definitely want to get him off the streets eventually. But yeah, if there's any cat who I haven't seen in a while that I'm like, yeah, that dude fine, it's Charlie. Yeah. In the meantime, I don't know if you heard, but this dude found his. But this dude hopefully found his forever home. And he will be going there hopefully either tomorrow or later this week. But yeah, good job, Aussie! Yay! Yeah, I'm gonna go Elijah with good call. That's a can of worms. I was like, do I want to open that can of worms? Do I really want to open that can of worms? Y'all know where I stand. Anyways, let's freaking wrap it up, dudes. Baby Blue, you're really cool. Meet your man, I'm gonna miss you, but I'll be glad to see you go. Baby boy, Benny, miss you, boop. Let me see if Louisa's on the staircase. Bye bye, Aussie man. It was fun spending time with you. I'll miss you. Elijah's gonna miss you too. See if Louisa's on the staircase. No, I know Louisa's on the staircase. Me. Yeah, big shouts out for Aussie. Benny shouting out Aussie. All right, y'all. Have a good one, Bear. Have a good one, Pocket Woman. Have a good one, Elijah. Have a good one, everyone else. Snow Leopard. Aussie says bye-bye. Hey, Nietzsche Man. Yeah, Nietzsche Man. You want to say goodbye to the people?